Dear students, in the next part of self coping strategies, we are moving to A to Z of ideas and ways to help you cope. First letter A, activity. So you can do creative activities which you enjoy more. And for letter B, breathe in, breathe out. Take deep breaths in and long, slow breaths out. Count to 10, then start again. This will lower your stress and tension. Next, the letter C. Find creative ways to express yourself. Dance, draw, build, paint, sing. In this, you can choose any one and you can find some creative ways to express yourself. And coming to the next letter D, distract yourself. So, distract yourself by playing a game, reading a storybook. It will lower your stress. And coming to next letter E, exercise. Get moving, run around or do some sport. Go to the park or playground and have some fun. Through the exercise, you can mentally healthy. Next, coming to the letter F, friends and family. Spend time with the people that make you feel happy and make you feel good. And next letter G, goal setting. This is like in archery. You have to aim the target. So that is the goal setting. Break tasks down into small steps. Focus on one at a time. Next, for letter H, helpline. Call Childline 0800 If you feel you can't speak to a parent or teacher, they will listen and offer you help. The next letter I, ice. Cool down, have an ice cream or cold shower to lower your temperature to help keep your body and mind calm. And coming to the letter J, joke. Then you can have fun with your friends. Find something to make you laugh, which reduces your stress. And now come to the letter K. Keep a scrapbook of the places you have been and things you have done. It will remind you of happy times and of your achievements, things to be proud of and feel good about. And the next letter L, list 3 things you can hear, 3 things you can see, 3 things you can touch. And coming to letter M, listen to your favorite music. And then coming to letter N, nurture. Look after yourself by making sure you eat and drink. What's your favorite food? And next, the letter O, organize. Do one thing at a time. Tick things off a list so you can see how much you are getting done. And the next letter P, pets. Spend time looking after and playing with an animal. They are great for cuddles. And coming to the letter Q, quiet time. Keep things calm and peaceful around you. And the letter R, relax and chill out. Under tree or in the garden, which gives you relaxation. And for letter S, support networks. Who is around you that you can lean on for more support. The next letter T, try something new. Try an activity or hobby you haven't done before. You might find something you enjoy and are good at. And now come to letter U. Use your talents and strengths. Focus on what you do well and do more of it. This will build your confidence. Visualize, that is, visualizing the pictures. For letter V, your calm or happy place, maybe you could draw it and put it somewhere to help you focus on other thoughts and images. And coming to the letter W, write it down. Keep a diary or blog. Get it out of your mind and onto paper. And letter X, Xbox. It's okay to have downtime and have fun. And coming to the letter Y, you can do it. Positive self talk can help you to believe in yourself. I can do it. And coming to the last letter, is it Z? Sleep on it. Sometimes things feel better when we have had a good night's sleep. So these are the A to Z coping strategies. And now we see some practical relaxation techniques for students. Deep breathing and then count to 10 and then write in a journal. You can write some stories or poems like that, and then draw some pictures and then color the pictures what you have drawn, and then scribble to feel tension free, and then read some good story books and visualization, and then listen to music or nature sounds, and finally take a break. Now, aside from using the positive coping methods, the mental health wellness also suggests 10 tips you can put to use to strengthen your mental state and build resilience to life's stresses. Build up your confidence. That is the first step. Accept compliments when they are given to you. So you have to accept when somebody gives you compliment. Make time for your loved ones. You'll have to love your father, mother, and family members. Give support to others when needed, and accept support from others when needed. So, your neighbor or your friend, when they are in need of your support, you have to give it. And if you want support from others, you accept it. And then number 5, create and stick to a realistic budget. So this will make you plan your family. The next one, volunteer in your community. That means you have to help your society when they are in need. The next, find ways to manage your stress on a regular basis. So you have to find yourself how to manage the stress arised on you, and then share your burdens with others, especially those who have been through the same things. So you don't put on your head the whole burden. So you share with others, for example, your friend or your family members. They will help you and they will share your burden. And then identify and address your shifting moods. So you have to identify how you are interested on one thing and how you are shifting from one to another thing. So you have to identify and find the reason. And the next one is learn how to be at peace with yourself. So peace is the main important thing and makes you calm and makes your mind calm. So it takes some work to follow these tips. So these are the tips. These will take some work, but they are sure to provide you with the strength and resilience you need to navigate difficulties in your life. And students, you just know coping skills can be learned through three main avenues. Number one, by observing others, including parents and other family members, friends and classmates, teachers and other adults in the learning environment and from entertainment. And the second is through trial and error. That means we all need to learn what methods work best for us, and that can only be accomplished by testing different methods and reflecting on the results. The third one, through education programs, especially those geared toward teens and preteens, starting early can have a huge impact on coping skills later in life. So now we see coping occurs, how it occurs, how people cope with stressful situations. Coping occurs in response to psychological stress, usually triggered by changes, in an effort to maintain mental health and emotional well being. Life stresses are often described as negative events such as death of a loved one, loss of a job, etc. However, positive changes in life such as marriage, birth, a new job, moving from one place to another, etc. These can also constitute life stresses, thus requiring the use of coping skills to adapt. Coping strategies are the behaviors, thoughts, and emotions that you use to adjust to the changes that occur in your life. And now we see some coping styles. There are many coping styles that people use, and some may prove more effective than others, depending on the nature of the stressful situation and the person who is employing them. Ineffective coping mechanisms, also referred to as maladaptive coping. So, maladaptive coping mechanisms are counterproductive. For example, problem solving coping focuses on ways to tackle the issue in order to reduce stress around a given situation, while emotion focused coping gathers tools to nurture one's emotional health during the stressful period. In addition to this, coping is identified as being either active or avoidant. Active coping strategies involve an awareness of the stressor, followed by attempts to reduce the negative outcome. By contrast, avoidant coping is characterized by ignoring the issue, often resulting in activities that aid in the denial of the problem, for example, drinking, sleeping, isolating. And now we see and you look at look at specific coping strategies. Humor, pointing out the amusing aspects of the problem at hand, or positive reframing is thought to help deal with small failures. The next, seeking support, asking for help or finding emotional support from family members or friends can be an effective way of maintaining emotional health during a stressful period. Problem solving. As described above, problem solving is an problem focused coping mechanism that aims to locate the source of the problem and determine solutions. This coping is the problem solving. And then next is relaxation. Engaging in relaxing activities or practicing calming techniques can help to manage stress and improve overall coping. And then physical recreation. So under this we can say the regular exercise such as running or team sports is a good way to handle the stress of a given situation. This may involve yoga, meditating, progressive muscle relaxation, among other techniques of relaxation, which boost up your mind. And next is adjusting expectations. Anticipating various outcomes to scenarios in life may assist in preparing for the stress associated with any given change or event. So you have to adjust as per the situation in your life. So that is the adjusting expectations. And next one is denial. Avoidance of the issue altogether may lead to denying that a problem even exists. Denial is usually maintained by distractions such as overworking, sleeping more than usual. The next is self blame. Internalizing the issue and blaming oneself. That is beyond just taking responsibility for one's action, which leads to low self esteem, and sometimes depression. In the last, we see venting, an externalizing coping technique. Venting is the outward expressions of emotions, usually in the company of friends or family. In moderation, it can be healthy. However, ruminating on the negative can lead to strained relationships over time. Dear students, the following are the points which boost you to face problems and how to find a solution for the problem in your life. Situations will arise in life wherein decision needs to be taken and the challenges needs to be addressed. Problem solving help us to deal constructively with problems in our lives. There is always a solution available provided we put our minds in it. We address those challenges either in a complaint mode or with an optimistic frame of mind. Remember, there is always a solution available provided we put our minds to it. Dear students, now I will give you some codes which will be the mind boosters for you. The first one is, we all have problems. The way we solve them is what makes us different. The second one is, it is your decisions and not your conditions that determine your destiny. So, these are the coping strategies you have to carry out in your life to solve your problems and difficult situations and etc. Thank you, children.